have the narrative of, oh, we reached for my partner's gun or something like that. Psychology, implicit bias. I mean, to a degree, it's quantum physics. Do you see a wave or do you see a string? Depends on what you want to see. That's quantum physics. That's science. That's academics. That's not something that you and I can debate because there's much higher minds that are completely confused by it. So, did Jamar Clark reach for the gun? Honest to God, that's what the cops wanted to imagine, because that was going to give them the excuse to feel powerful or something like that. But if they were really endowed with the capacity to serve and protect, they wouldn't. The first impulse isn't to go for the gun. You have cultural context of what's happening. He was beating up a woman. Y'all got to check the Atlantic article where there's two studies, and yeah, they were both done in the early 90s. We can act like they're inapplicable because they were done so long ago, but the police have a much higher rate of domestic abuse than the average citizen. So we can't exactly use that excuse. And then there's the other narrative of he was just trying to make sure that she was all right. So which side are we going to believe? How about we understand that we all been through that age where we're confused and we're in love and we're fueled by passion? And that's what that gentleman was saying just yesterday. I mean, if we want to get down to it, folks, shit, you got a minute, I'll tell you a little bit of psychology. When you're born and you're in your mother's womb, you don't notice the difference between you, your mother, and the world. But all of a sudden, when you get birthed out of that birth canal, all of a sudden there's a difference between you, your mother, and the world. Now, a woman has the capacity to create life within her. So maybe she doesn't have that psychological, that neurological trigger to fear the way that man does, because man continually seeks to have union with a woman, to feel that embrace, to feel that connected again. And when you don't feel that connected, you get crazy. And there's a lot to deal with, and that's just the start of it. That's why I was talking about men are dirty, men are bad, because we're lost without our other half. Now, but you also got to recollect the fact that there are 5 different possible physical genders that are physiologically possible depending on when that pheromone gets released, progesterone. Depending on when progesterone gets released after the egg has been inseminated, that'll depend on what your physical gender is going to be. So we got to open up our eyes to these possibilities we are not being educated about. And it's out there, but we just need y'all to be aware, stay vigilant, keep on sending love, light, laughter to us, because that's what everybody is about here. We bring in love, we bring in dance, we bring in poetry to a very, very hateful place in this community. Because people just want to be a community. One love, Black Lives Matter. Peace out, y'all.